Okay, you may start walking down the aisle. Dun 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 dun. Get in the boat.
We're gonna unleash him.
Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Oh no!
Like we rehearsed.
Okay, you may take your seat. Okay. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the union of Mr. Muffin Man and Mr. P in marriage. In the Minecraft days they shared together forcefully in the boat. Their love and understanding of each other has grown and matured, and now they have decided to live their lives together as husband and wife, or husband as husband and wife as wife, or just a couple. Okay. Do you, Mr. Muffin Man, take Mr. P to be your lawfully wedded wife, promising to love and cherish through joy and sorrow, sickness and health, and whatever challenges you may face, as long as you may live, or for as long as it takes for you to despawn? Do you, Mr. P, accept Mr. Muffin Man as your life mate and one true love, promising to share in all that life offers and sufferings, to be there for him when he finally rams someone off a cliff, as well as in times of need, to soothe him in times when he is too stupid to think for himself, or for as long as you may live, or for as long as it takes for you to despawn? Before we proceed to the final stage of this beautiful ceremony, does anybody here object to this marriage? Everyone gasp. Everyone has to gasp. What is the reason for you to object to this union?
Object because I accused Mr. Muffin Man to be the murderer of the late grim Mr. P, the original fiancé of the bride, Mr. P.
Oh my god, is that true? Cute person. wait.
Mr. Muffin Man to be brought to court.
Okay, what do you have to say to accusing of Mr. Muffin Man?
Oh yeah, we're open. I have his dead body right here. Oh, I lost the feather. He died.
Oh my goodness. What do you have to say? What are you, the defendant? The defender? What's your response?
Well, the house that Mr. P is from is filled with chickens, and they're kind of slaughtered on the daily, as you can see.
Oh, you right.
Criminal background.
So, how can you prove that he just wasn't on the list to become KFC?
You right.
It's right here.
What?
These words are what killed Mr. P.
Mr. Muffin Man, what do you have to say to these claims?
Bat.
I see.
Bat.
I see. 2 more pieces of evidence, Amber.
For the location.
The location. So this is where Mr. and Mrs. P were at the time of the murder, yes?
Yes, and then suddenly Muffin Man showed up.
Oh, I see. Wait, Mrs. P, or, well, Mr. P, what do you have to say to these claims? I see.
Oh, he had a child.
He had a child? Excuse me?
There's 1, 2, 3, 3 children.
With whom, though?
With Mr. Muffin Man.
Oh. So Mrs. P is with a child with Mr. Muffin Man. So if Mr. Muffin Man would go to jail, that would make Mr. P a single mom, yes?
Yes.
Stakes, sacrifices. I see. So Mr. Muffin Man and Mrs. P has to take care of 3 children. What does the court have to say? What does the audience have to say?
CPS is on its way.
CPS is on this way. Okay, Mr. Dog. Oh, which side do you defend? He's looking at Amber, so Amber's side. Mr. Legs and Shoes, whose side do you decide on? Okay.
What? Oh.
He has shoes. Don't be rude to the audience. Okay, he's pointing towards Melissa. So we got one for Amber and one for Melissa. Mr. Shirt and Hat is unaware, it's unknown. His 2 hands. And then Mr. Just Pants is holding a fish. Attention, what just happened?
I have bows. As you can see, a skeleton could have shot Mr. P and Mr. Muffin Man could have tried to protect them.
What are all these babies though?
It's that time of the year, you know.
I see. Mating season. It's wild. So yes, so a skeleton could also have... I almost punched a baby. So a skeleton could also have killed Mr. P. I see. Do you have any more evidence, Amber, of that Mr. Muffin Man is innocent? Not innocent, guilty.
Muffin Man was jealous of Mr. P.
He was jealous of Mr. P, were you? He nodded yes. So Mr. Muffin Man was indeed jealous of Mr. P. But for what reason? Because Mr. P was marrying Mrs. P. So. Okay. Go away. We have concluded that an arrow of truth must be brought upon, so we will go outside. Those 2 will stay in here. I also don't have food. Okay.
One against it.
Ready?
Put all my stuff up so I might explode everywhere.
Okay. Arrow of truth, who do you decide? I might have
Watch
shut.
it, no.
Okay, arrow of truth is being difficult, so I'm gonna hit you guys. And whoever it hits. Okay, ready? Melissa is right. Melissa is right. Okay. The arrow of truth has decided. Melissa is right, and Mr. Muffin Man is scot-free.
You have to end it.
End court. Blood.
You're gonna be actually because I'm gonna sue you because you killed me.
Dun dun dun. You killed Mr. P!
The newlyweds. How tragic.
I must retrieve the body. The body of Mr. P! Mr. P!
There's been a murder.
Mr. P!
We're all witnesses. We saw.
We're all witnesses. No, this happens right now. We just now concluded that Mr. Muffin Man was indeed not the murderer, but instead it was Melissa who was the murderer of both Mr. and Mrs. P, as concluded by this.
Twist. The defender.
Wait, you convinced enough to respond and
Stop it, Miss. Stop it. Miss Melissa has to be under house arrest. Go home. You're under house arrest.
This part to become KFC.
Go home. Go home. You're under house arrest. Putting Melissa under house arrest. Okay, Melissa, you under house arrest. House arrest has. Here's a bread if you can pick it up. There you go.
Oh, Jesus. I chicken. You guys have to say something.
Would you like to share some words, Amber? Here is the engagement ring.
Oh, I did not read it last time. I would need to go another Mr. T. Wait.
Do you have any words, Amber, for Mr. and Mrs. P? Last chance. Oh! she escaped! You escaped!
How rude during a funeral.
During a funeral!
No respect.
I will deliver the final lines. Mr. P, you were very beloved. You were gonna marry Mr. P, but instead decided to marry Mr. Muffin Man. Love always prevails.
Now you may rest with Mr. P.
It's not 2020 anymore.
Mr. P, may you rest in peace. Everyone pay your respects.
Okay, what's your new name? Your name is Olsen now?
May you rest in peace, Mr. P.